There once was a gardener who regularly passed by a neglected garden. The gate was always closed, but each time he glanced inside, he saw its potential, though overgrown with weeds and choked by wild shrubs. He imagined how beautiful it could be if properly cared for. Every day he walked past it, and every day his heart grew heavier. He longed to restore the garden, but could only observe from a distance. Then one day, to his surprise, the door was slightly ajar. Unable to resist, he stepped inside. He began working right away, trimming back the overgrown shrubs and pulling out the thick weeds. As he cleared away the mess, he started to uncover the hidden beauty beneath. He was filled with excitement. At dawn, he quietly left, but he returned the next day. The garden seemed to shine just a little more. Day after day, he came back, clearing more and more until the garden's true form began to emerge. But that was only the beginning. Once the surface was clear, he dug deeper, removing the roots of weeds and planting new seeds. Slowly, life returned. New flowers bloomed, vibrant and full of color. The transformation was breathtaking, and each time he returned, the garden door was open wider, until finally it stood fully open. That gardener's name is Jesus. When Jesus enters your life, he begins to clear out the pain, the hurt, the anxiety, and the fear. He removes the burdens that have kept you locked behind emotional walls. Jesus sets you free. He lifts you up and begins to tend the garden of your heart, nurturing it into a place of beauty, peace, and new life. We all grow up in a world that slowly conditions us. Along the way, we experience pain, loss, rejection, and disappointment, each wound forming a barrier around our hearts. We learn to hide behind masks and self-protection, trying to navigate a world that often feels harsh and unkind. But when we let Jesus in, when we surrender even a small part of our hearts to the one who created us, the one who knows us better than we know ourselves, he begins the healing process. He gently pulls out the weeds of fear, bitterness, and insecurity. He fertilizes the soil of our hearts with grace and truth. He clears the clutter and makes space for sunlight, his light to shine through once again. And soon, the buried beauty within us begins to emerge, watered by his spirit, nurtured by his love. The hidden potential in each of us starts to grow. Every person has purpose, every soul holds beauty, but the pain of life can overshadow it until Jesus comes and lovingly brings it back to life. God sees your worth. He sees the radiance within you. Even when you can't, Jesus wants to be that gardener in your life. He wants to restore what's broken, to bring out your full potential. He wants the flowers of your soul to bloom so that others can see the reflection of his love in you. He wants to write a new chapter in your life, one where your heart is wide open. Your life is a testimony, and others can witness the miracle of transformation. Just like flowers lifting their heads toward the heavens or trees standing tall in all their splendor, you too can reflect the beauty of your Creator.